right on time. Some cells are starting to fire. I wanted to pull up the radar and take a look around and just show you what's going on because in the last 20 minutes or so, the winds have picked up. We're seeing some 26-mile-per-hour gusts, and we do have a couple of active cells. So I've been watching for just a little bit here just to see what's going to happen down here around Fort Scott, north of Uniontown. We had a fairly active cell get started down here around Uniontown about 30 minutes ago. And this has tracked off to the northeast, just like predicted. And we've seen hail on and off. I want to take a look at that real quick because that is our biggest threat right now. Let's take a look at the warning. This warning goes until 11 p.m. This is in northern Bourbon County in southeastern Kansas. And this is a severe thunderstorm 14 miles west of Fort Scott where this was picked up. The hazard is for quarter-sized hail. This impacts Fulton, Redfield, Petersburg, Hammond, Uniontown, Mapleton, Devon, Harding, Xenia, and Fort Scott is the text of this warning. So looking around on it for just a second here, looking at hail, there has been hail off and on over around Uniontown. I did see just over half-inch hail, and just out to the west of Hammond, almost 1-inch hail. And the probability for that as this moves off strong for just under 1-inch hail. And like I say, active right now just to the west. And let's put that in motion and see if that is increasing, decreasing, staying the same. Yeah, so hail threat looks good. Unfortunately, sorry down here in Mapleton, Fulton area now picking up this particular cell. So I'm watching to see if in the next few minutes the National Weather Service will kick out this particular severe thunderstorm warning to include this cell, and we could pick up Hume, Foster. I think this is going to clip Rich Hill just to the north, Hume and Foster. Let's watch this for just a second, and then we'll take a look around the rest of the area. So we'll keep an eye on that one. I'm like I say, I'm seeing some 26, 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It was concerning. There was, for just a few minutes, there was some rotation over here around Uniontown, but I haven't seen severe hail or rotation in something like 30 minutes on this particular cell. So that's a good sign down there towards that part of the world. Over here in the Warned area still in Kansas, I do see an active cell just this side, our side of New Strawn, that has produced hail again, just over half-inch size as this looks to take off towards Waverly, just north of Harris, possibly picking up Williamsburg and Princeton over on the Kansas side. This is all west of Osawatomie. Picking up some rain in Drexel. My lightning indicators just dropped off a few minutes ago, but I think you got a pretty good lightning show. Yeah, here it is on the backside of this little part moving through this first cluster. This will be west of I-49 and just south of Drexel. So I am seeing heavy downpours just south of Garden City right now, but nothing over there towards Garden City, nothing headed over toward Clinton severe warn just yet. So while we're waiting, just to see what happens right now, I'm seeing this head just south of Mound City, headed toward Prescott, and just to the south and the west of Hume. So I'm waiting to see if this particular severe warning, which goes till 11 for these areas, kicks out over here into Missouri. Be our first West Central Missouri severe thunderstorm warning of the night. And I think if that happens, that's going to come about in the next few minutes. Still picking up some hail and heavy downpours just over there on the Kansas side. But while we're watching that, I do have some data pulled up to show you about round two. That comes through. And the timing just keeps going further and further back. I have this, this is now midnight, 1 a.m., and everything stays up to the north and east of us, more of the same. Some more clusters, strong cells coming through the Topeka area. And then so here I am at about 5 a.m. I think we need to pay attention to east central Kansas one more time. And then towards 6 a.m., which is kind of where we were thinking things would be into west central Missouri. This morning, I think at 6 a.m., I think this line, which is really still concerning me, is over in east central Kansas, and it works through. Like I say, this breaks it all apart. This is all a good sign. This is looking at 8 a.m. This is how late this is tomorrow morning as things start to break apart, but they do congeal back together. Models have done different things with this throughout the afternoon. So I think we're going to pay attention to into Pittsburgh, Joplin, area south of Nevada. This is possibly as late as 9 or 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for these really strong cells to move through. And like I say, this potential linear organization, that's something we need to pay attention to for sure. So I'll be looking at that first thing in the morning. Let's hop back over to radar. So again, if you're just hopping on, I'm watching this red polygon. This is a severe thunderstorm warning ending in 41 minutes. That'll be 11 p.m. For these areas here. This is picking up right now north and west of Fort Scott. This is still heavy in Uniontown, headed over towards Devon, Hammond, and it's just starting to rain in Stotesbury on the Missouri side in this particular cell. So let's look at hail right now. I am seeing hail up to hail size still looking like half to three quarters of an inch, and this may well come just north of Hammond here, where yeah, 0.87 is what we should be picking up for hail. So where is this exactly? This is just south of Fulton, between Fulton and Hammond. This is our hail area right now, as this particular hail core starts to scoot through. So this is now starting to scoot out of the warned area. I see impact now towards Prescott, and I see this just starting to come into Hume. Hume, you probably don't need me to tell you that, just off to the west, starting to scoot up now toward Pleasanton and Worland. So let's put this in motion and see if this is just kind of falling out of severe warn status. That would be a great sign. Again, warning not kicked out, picking up Hume, Foster, and Rich Hill at the moment. So going out a little bit more regionally, like I say, this is kind of our first wave, right on time. This is about what we thought we would start to see coming up from the southwest. And so again, at this moment, these are our only two warn cells. Still keeping my eye over there towards Human Rich Hill. I just don't believe it. So this area warned right now: Hall Summit, Waverly, Harris, Williamsburg. I think Williamsburg, Princeton. You guys are up next for this particular cell. Let's check the hail in that real quick. Hillside's a little bit stronger in this. We may be over an inch out to the west of Harris, looks like in this particular cell. And then on throughout the region, I see this breaking down just a little bit. We'll come back over here and we'll look east of Harrisonville. And this is just off to the northeast of Garden City. I think you just had some noise, but this is all starting to shear apart. So I think you're having some wind gusts up to, what am I seeing here? 26, 28 miles per hour. Yep. So not out of the question at all. And that's all that's going on in your neighborhood right now. So we will keep an eye on this and we will see if this does trigger a warning right now. Our warned area is still over in Kansas. Nothing popping right now on the Missouri side. Also, plenty of lightning on the backside that you will see. This is out happening now well west of Uniontown. And as this moves through, not seeing anything behind it right now, but absolutely, from this 10 o'clock till midnight, possibly 1 a.m., absolutely can't rule out a few small cells regenerating, and they can pop up and be noisy pretty fast. So if anything gets out of control, I will jump on here and talk about it. But that is the situation. We'll keep watching down here around the Hume, Rich Hill area. I think there's just an active cell going to drop possibly some half-inch hail and heavy, heavy downpours coming through over about the next 30, 40 minutes or so. I will keep an eye on it. We will pick things up in the morning. I think we still need to pay attention, possibly 4 or 5 a.m. on, but it could be 6 and it could be 9 a.m. tomorrow when we're dealing with that second wave coming through, which is still looking linear, as I just showed you a second ago. So that is the situation right now. I will pop back on if anything significant changes. I appreciate you.